Hi, Rhonda. Let me in. We'll let a few more people come in, and then I'll get you in here. Hey, Kenyatta. I'm really excited about tonight. You guys are in for a treat. I do have notes, so I will be reading and looking at the live at the same time. Hey. Just so I don't forget anything. It's been a long week at work, so don't want to forget anything. All right, all right. Let's go ahead and get started. I don't know if it's working or not. Again, this is my first live. We're really excited about tonight. We have a lot of things to discuss, a really cool topic. And I forgot to add it there. Hi.
Hey,
I have my shirt on too.
me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
I don't know if you
should
can
I
see it
lift
now,
this
but
up? I'm trying to think. Should I lift this up a little? Is that
okay.
better?
That's better. Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, that's good.
Hi.
Hey. How are
Hello,
you this
everyone.
evening? Hi, everyone.
Hello, hello. Friday night is a little busy night.
Oh,
I got
yes.
these babies.
Okay. I
Yeah.
understand. I understand. You might hear some of mine too, so.
Oh, I know you understand. Shayla, you look so beautiful.
Thank you, Rhonda. Oh my goodness. Don't
Yeah.
give me the current on here now.
This is exciting. This is exciting.
It
Yeah.
is very exciting. I'm just trying to turn up my volume now. But yes, it's
Yeah. Can
very
you hear
exciting.
me
I can hear
okay?
you now. Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, my
because
volume was just down too
my
low.
phone is it does it sound staticky?
Say something again. Let me hear.
Does it sound staticky?
No, no, it
Okay,
doesn't.
great.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay, good, good.
Oh, sorry, I just hit my thing. All right. So
Great.
we have some people in the room, as they like to say.
Yes. Hi everybody.
Hi, everyone. So we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Okay.
Um, so I know some of you may have read my post, but I do want to read it again without crying. When you have those people in your life who you can't remember when they exactly entered your life, they've just always been there to pick you up, literally and figuratively, because she's been there since I was a baby. I was born.
Yes. Yes.
And to encourage you and to motivate you and root for your plans. This is for me, it's Rhonda. Like, she has always been there. She is a wife, a child of God, a mom, a grandmother, a daughter, a cousin, a mentor, a gardener, a teacher. I mean, the list goes on and on. She's so much to so many people. And I'm really honored to have her on tonight. She has a platform that is amazing. And I have one of her shirts on tonight. We're going to eat. That's our
There we
hashtag.
go.
Yes.
There we go.
Yep. That's our hashtag. So it truly means a lot to me that you agreed to be here. I know you have a full schedule every day, with the kids and now teaching and everything that you do. So thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'll do anything for you.
Oh,
Oh
Randy,
yeah.
don't make
Oh yeah.
me
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
cry. So
Oh
now
yeah.
that I've kind of shared, a
Mhm.
little bit about you, can you share a little bit about your platform for everybody in case they don't know?
Yes, yes. My
Mm-hmm.
name is Rhonda Moffitt. If you don't know me, if you've never seen me, um, and I'm a hairdresser, and I used my platform before for hair and life inspiration, but I added gardening to it, um, and mainly because I got a new start. My platform got stolen. So
Mm-hmm.
Sister to Sister Beauty got stolen. Um, it got hacked, and so I lost all my content, all my followers. I think I had 40,000 followers at that point.
Mm.
So
Wow.
I had to start all over. So, you know, when I started all over, the Lord gave me another chance to do something new.
Mm.
And sometimes God will do that. He will allow things so that you can have a new door open. So that is me. I'm a hairdresser with a garden. And now I do, we gonna eat because we are. And I have committed to learning how to feed my family and be self-sufficient. So I've always believed in self-sufficiency because that's who I am. I am an entrepreneur. I've always believed in working for yourself, doing something for yourself, even if you work for someone. I always have believed in you control that,
Right.
not someone else. So, like I said, that's who I am, hairdressers with a garden. Now I'm an instructor. So I'm back at the beauty school. And so I share my platform to inspire people and let people know they can do it.
Yes, exactly.
They can do it.
Yes.
And ain't nothing easy about it. And I tell you that too.
Yeah, you do.
But you can do it.
Absolutely. And that's a great segue into what I want to say, because, and thank you so much for sharing about your platform. And those who are not following Rhonda, or maybe your followers are on here probably, it's Rhonda Moffitt, and it's RHONDA MOFFIT. So go follow her and on Facebook and Instagram. And I do want to say this. You have always planted seeds. You've watered them, you watched them flourish. So it's really no surprise to me that you have like a plentiful garden, because you've always done that with people. Like, you know, you've always planted seeds, watered and flourished it. But to see it now, like physically, God bless you with that. Like it's amazing for me to watch, you know. So I appreciate that.
That's awesome. That's what I want. I want people to know that it's possible to be self-sufficient, that you can actually eat out of your garden.
Yeah. Hey, Cousin Mike.
Hey.
How you doing?
Yeah, we're doing our live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're doing our live.
Oh, and I love y'all. I love. We're gonna have to have another segment probably.
We love you too.
On that.
We love you too.
Yes.
Yeah. So my garden is it's flourishing because I choose to make it flourish. So this is what it's all about. I choose to make it flourish. It's not going to flourish on its own because it may get overgrown by weeds. It may get taken out by bugs, pests, right?
All right. You preaching.
I make it flourish.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
so
right.
That's just like life. I make it flourish. It's not going to do it on its own. It'll get taken out. It'll get taken over. The enemy's waiting. He's waiting.
Yes.
To take it out.
Growing line.
So you know, I mean, your marriage, parenting. He's waiting. To take it out. So you got to be in charge. I tell Bryson. I always say, if he says something, something happened to me, I said, but who's in control?
That's right.
He say, I'm in control. I said, that's right.
We are.
I said, say it out loud. I'm in control.
Yeah.
And you cannot control a lot of things that happen to you, but you can control how you react to them.
How you react.
So my garden, it's gonna have. Sorry about that. It was.
You. No, that's okay. Okay.
Am I mute?
No, I can hear you now.
Bryson, can you call Brooke and tell her I'm on? I forgot to put my do not disturb on.
That's okay.
So things are going to happen, and you just got to be ready for it, and you got to be ready to respond.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not to really react, because I could go crazy. Oh my God, I lost this, I lost that. Somebody's trying to take over this, somebody's trying to take over that. But I could respond in a way that may save whatever's there. The plan, the marriage, whatever.
Whatever it is.
Hold on, baby.
Granny's on love.
Hold on, baby.
Granny's on love.
Hey, babies.
Hey.
That's all right. Hey, Chelsea. Hey,
Say hi.
buddy.
That's your cousin Shayna.
What's up? You said no. I know I don't get to see you enough. Oh, my goodness.
But yeah, so that's just the way I believe. I just believe that, you know, you're in control, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
And you feel like you're not in control. You feel like that. I mean, even with your children and everything, you know, you feel like, oh my God, you know, I can't handle this. You know, but the truth is the Lord gives you something that in you that you can handle whatever is going on.
That is so true.
That's
and
right.
You can
That's
handle
right.
it.
Real life over here is real life.
Yes. And you have always told, because me and Tiffany talk about this all the time, you have always told us that we go through things for somebody else.
Yes.
You know, you planted that seed in us very early, like very early on. Like whatever you're going through, and that really is more encouraging. It's just encouraging because you know that you're going through it, you're gonna come out of it, but it's for somebody else. And a lot of the things that I have been through, I have been able to help somebody else, you know, bring them through the same thing. Like I made it, you can make it too, you know.
Exactly.
Yep.
Make your time count. Make it count.
Yeah.
Why you want to go through something crazy and then keep it all to yourself, and you're going to die with that when someone besides you is probably going through that, and you could really help them.
Exactly.
So you make your time on this earth count, because you ain't going to be here long.
We're not.
You're not going to be here long.
No, life is but
and I'm just determined to make my mark. I always say. Yeah. And even if it's a tiny mark, it will be imprinted with a Sharpie.
I know, that's right.
Because it will not be erased.
That's right.
And that's how people, I want them to remember my mark. You know, what did I do in your life? Make my light shine. How did I shine for you? You know, I just think that's super important for a child of God. I think
truly is. I agree.
You know,
I agree.
So
with you.
That's just I'm just committed to that. Every person has a purpose.
Yeah,
everybody.
That's so
and
true.
Everybody has an assignment.
Everybody.
And
you are the epitome. You know, everybody's got that song coming on right now. Like I understood the assignment. No, Rhonda has truly understood the assignment. Like, no.
with many head hits and many falls, I might add. Many.
Yeah.
You know.
I understand.
But I'm just determined to get back up.
That's right. That's right.
You are so welcome, my mommy. Yeah.
Oh.
So I mean, it's not like I don't fall. I just am determined to get back up.
That's right.
They used to say back in the day I was hard-headed.
I said,
what is hard-headed? You know what hard-headed
is?
Hard-headed is you not doing what I want you to do. That's what hard-headed is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was hard-headed back in the days, but it saved my life. Saved my life.
My goodness. And you have saved so many lives, which this leads me to this I remember reading on Facebook on September 22nd, you guys go read the post, but there was a client that asked you how you did it and how did you handle the shame of having 3 children by 3 different fathers. And you stated you were on assignment, you know, at that point. And I mean, she had tears running down her face. She was very emotional, you know, during that time. And I know for me, the shop is just like, it was therapeutic, you know, going to the hair shop is like, you hear stories about different people's lives, or, you know, or sometimes it was just me and you in the shop super early in the morning and we would be able to talk. But it's just that chair, that shampoo bowl, you know, wherever it was just that conversation that you were able to have. And I know from personal experience, you know, with me growing up, like I said, you've always said you go through this life with, you know, for somebody else. But, you know, for those who don't know, you know, what you meant by you were on assignment, can you just expound on that for us?
Yes.
Okay.
When because I had been doing her hair for a long time, but she made a lot of mistakes, and she took that opportunity to explain to me. Well, she didn't explain to me. She just sat there. She just sat there. She knew that I would know, though.
Yeah.
Because she knew me. So when I laid her back in the shampoo bowl, and the tear ran down her face, the side of her face, I asked her what was wrong. And first she said nothing. She was quiet. And I left her alone, and I just started shampooing. And she said, "How did you do it?" And I said, how did I do what? And she said, "How did you deal with the shame of having 3 different daddies?" And that is when it hit me. That was my assignment. That was the opportunity for me to minister to someone that was going through what I had already been through.
Right.
I didn't know she was pregnant. But, you know, she knew she was pregnant. I didn't know. Yep. She already had 2 kids. At that point, I started to discover myself. I started to study myself. Wow. And I started to ask myself questions on how did I deal with shame?
Yeah.
It is a lifetime, how can I say it? It's a lifetime discovery. Yourself.
Right.
How do you deal with things? Because most of the time I was in survival mode. I had no idea how I dealt with anything.
Right. A majority of Black women are. We are in that survival mode. You know, we just go to the next thing. We don't even have time to process, you know, what's happened or what's going on. Like you said, you didn't even realize what was going on. You just kind of went to the next thing because you were.
And I didn't even know what that was until my mama told me. My mama said that you're not thinking about it because you're in survival mode. You can't. You're only surviving. Jesus actually teaches us that in the Bible about if a person has a need, how can they hear you when they have a need? They can't even hear you. If they're hungry, you need to give them something to eat first and then tell them.
That's right.
What you want to tell them. If they don't have any clothes on, if they're cold,
clothes.
You give them some clothes, warm them up, give them a coat, and then you can tell them something.
That's right.
That's right, Kenyatta.
That's what it is. Yep.
Depression. I suppressed everything because I had 2 kids to take care of. I really wasn't thinking like that. I didn't even care.
Yeah. I
didn't care to even drive when I was very young. I didn't care about driving. I had to get to school.
Yeah.
I just got on the bus.
Mm.
I didn't even care about any of that.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole thing, leading up to now, who I am right now, is discovery. And I'm still doing that. I'm still doing that. It never stops. That's why I call my garden my dirt therapy.
Yeah.
Because the Lord has allowed me to have therapy every day. Not something I just pay for once a week or every 2 weeks. I have done that.
Yeah.
And I think many of us need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Go pay for it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's right.
It's part of discovery, who you are, what happened to you.
Exactly.
You know, in my younger days, there was a lot of stuff that happened to me that I suppressed.
Yeah.
So it's really important to be able to tell your story.
That's right.
So when
she
said, how did I deal with it? When she asked me the question, I was like, wow. The Holy Spirit said, oh yeah, you on assignment.
That's
oh yes,
right.
ma'am. We're not gonna waste that pain. We're not gonna waste it. We're gonna go ahead and discover what got you through.
What got you through? Exactly.
So the shame of having 3 kids and 3 different daddies and me doing a 360 to make it right.
Yes.
Oh ho ho. You go around the world, you're around the world, and you ain't got time for no foolishness when you do what I did. And I did a 360 to make it right. And I have suffered through. But the result.
Right.
Thank you, Lord. The result was I got a family. And I have a healthy family.
That's right.
Not without no problems, no. But it's healthy.
It's healthy.
And it's love.
Yeah.
It's love in my house.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Truly.
It's love in my house. Although we have a lot of issues, but it's love in my house.
Amen.
And it radiates even through my community. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And so when my neighbors see me garden, when they see me and Mike out there working, when they see the kids out there tasting stuff, it just, I have a lady that comes by and she loves to walk by my garden every day. Wow. And she said it makes her happy. Praise be to God. Yes. It makes her happy. And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing for someone to see. And she stopped me one day, and her husband is going through cancer. And she said, I just like to walk by here every day. Yeah. Ain't God good?
God is good.
And that's why we have to be strong as women and as women of God. You know, I talk to young girls all the time. That's why I'm happy to be at the school now. Because I can be hands-on. I can be one-on-one. You know, I have my community online, but ain't nothing like me giving you a hug. Yeah, exactly. Ain't nothing like you hugging me. Ain't nothing like, you know, because the encourager needs to be encouraged too. That's right. That's right. And it's really a beautiful thing once you know your assignment. Yes. I didn't find out my assignment until later in life. So, but whether it's later or early, it doesn't matter. Right. It's that you know what you got to do. You know. Sometimes we just walk around in a cloud. We don't know what we got to do. You know, we don't know. Don't know. We're just walking. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So, you know, what is an assignment? A task or a piece of work that is assigned to you. Ooh. Not to nobody else, but to you. To you. That's right. Yeah. To you. Yes. And that's deep. Wow. That is deep. Because nobody understand it.
Mm-mm.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And
Mm-hmm.
you know what? Oh, you going too far. You just doing too much. Emma,
Right. What?
it's mine.
It's yours.
Assignment.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
It's even the people that's in your house. They might not understand,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to be cool with that. You
Yeah.
got to be cool with that.
Yeah.
And even though it does make you mad, but you got to be okay with that and continue your assignment.
That's right. That's right. A task that was assigned to you.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like, wow, God, like, why did you give me so much? Like, did that ever come to mind when you were going through any
Yes.
of your life's process, you know?
Yes.
Like, this is too much. Why'd you give me all this? You know?
Yes.
Like, am I gonna be able to handle all this weight? You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because my burden or it was heavy.
Mm.
It was heavy.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was the weak one anyways.
Mm.
I was the weak one anyways.
Mm.
So no, it's not for everybody to understand. When you walk in your purpose, God will always provide. Yes, He will.
Yes.
But you just don't know it.
That's right.
It's so scary
Mm-hmm.
when you're lonely
in
it.
Yep.
You're lonely. I'm online. Yeah, it's real life over here.
I know.
Okay, so when you are assigned a task, it can be very, very lonely.
Yeah.
Because nobody gets it. Nobody understands you. You could tell someone your dream.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Joseph in the Bible.
Yes.
You can tell somebody and they don't get it.
Did, but right.
And it's okay. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. But you have to be strong enough to be able to finish the task.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what Joseph did. He did.
He did.
He said, even though his brothers did him totally wrong.
Exactly.
Did him totally wrong, but then he was able to still use that dream because God gave him, like you were talking about that assignment, He still gave him that task.
He still
gave him, those dreams and speak to him through those dreams.
Exactly.
And he still, even when he was in Egypt, he was the slave, but then he became, the right hand to Pharaoh. Yeah. And then he became, he became in jail. So it's like he went through all of this, but he was still on assignment and still led to his purpose,
I gotta change rooms.
Oh, you fine.
There's too much going on in here.
I understand.
But that's right. And the thing is how when you get an assignment like that, you really have to be strong enough and you really have to be willing to take the pain that comes along with it.
Yep, because it wasn't
easy. And
it
is a lot of pain that comes along with it. Okay? I don't believe God wants you to suffer. Right. I believe your enemy wants you to suffer.
That's right.
I don't believe God wants you to suffer. I cannot believe that when I read about Him, because He sent Jesus. Yeah. I don't believe He wants you to suffer, but I do believe that the enemy wants you to suffer in it because he doesn't want you to finish it.
Right. To finish the race.
He doesn't want you to stay married.
Right.
He doesn't want you to love your kids through anything and everything. Definitely.
Right.
He wants to break it up so that you can feel isolated. So when you're isolated, nothing gets done.
That's right.
Nothing gets done. When you isolate yourself from other people, nothing gets done. And you actually may complete the book in isolation. You actually may be able to figure some things out in isolation. But guess what happens? Everything else falls apart.
Everything.
God puts us here to be together.
Truly.
To be together.
Mm-hmm.
You're not made to be lonely,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of things happens in loneliness.
Yes.
Crazy things happen in loneliness.
Ooh. Right.
You make some wrong decisions.
Wrong decisions.
In loneliness.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're meant to be together. Yep. That's why he put so many of us on this earth.
Yeah.
I mean, I need a friend.
Mm-hmm.
I need a companion.
Yeah.
I need someone that'll listen to me.
That's right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And it might not be who you want, but it's who's there. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's who's there. You know? So I just with the assignment piece,
mm-hmm.
It is not going to be easy, and that's hard for people to take in. You know,
mm-hmm.
it looks easy,
right?
Like marriage. Me and Mike been married for 25 years. It looks easy.
Yeah.
We need support. Yes, we do.
Yes.
And but it's not.
Right.
It's not.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to get a divorce about 5 years ago.
20 years.
And it comes up.
Wow.
But you know that your commitment, though, is something between you and God.
That's right.
And that person, you know what I'm saying, is right there. You have to commit. You have to learn how to commit. It's the same thing in business.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in business. It's not about you. It's bigger.
Yes.
It's bigger.
We shout up in here. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And a marriage and two people being together, that unit, is so powerful that the devil wants to. He wants you to let that go. Yeah. He wants you to, because guess what? You have no power. When one falls, the other can pick them up.
That's right. Yeah, we will.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. And you have to have a that couple dynamic to be able to do that too. You know, to be able to, and to all my single friends who might be listening, you want to find that person, like when you aren't feeling the best, this person might be feeling a little bit better, so they can bring you up, a little bit. And vice versa. Like y'all don't always have to be on cloud nine together. Y'all don't always have to be in the valley together.
You're not.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah.
Period.
Exactly.
You know. It's like a dream or something like that. But that's not real life.
Right.
That's not real life. I'm here to talk about real life.
Exactly.
If you follow me, you'll know that.
Oh yeah.
Purpose partners. I like that. Because it's not. Yes, you have to love the person, but you have to love them in a way that it trumps everything.
Yeah.
It trumps everything.
That's
It's the curtain rod that holds everything together.
Yeah.
So if that curtain rod ain't up there sturdy and secure, then everything's gonna fall if you fall. So it's real life. It's real life. In all your relationships. Exactly.
In all relationships. That's right. That's right.
But when you commit under God, that's a different ball game. That's a different ball game.
That's right.
Because do you remember back in the day they used to cut themselves? They used to cut themselves and bond with each other that way. They made a blood
covenant.
A blood covenant. Yeah, that's what's called.
Yep. They sure did.
So that was till you die.
Till you die. Like we are together. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
whether
So,
it's a contract or
these
marriage.
days
Yep.
we don't know a lot about that, but
Right.
that's why our families are not as secure as we would like them to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
gotta check that foundation. You got to check it, and I want
That
mine solid.
foundation. Yes.
I want my shit solid.
Yes. And have you ever had to sometimes demolish the
I
foundation?
sure did. Marriage is for grown folks.
It sure is. Seriously.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. And have you
Miss
ever
Deborah
had
told me that.
to? Yeah. Yep. I remember you said that too.
Yeah. She's right.
Mm-hmm. And with those foundations, like with relationships or even in your marriage or with your business, have you ever had to demolish that foundation and then rebuild it again to make sure it was solid? You know?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely.
Mm.
Yeah, I did that in my marriage.
Mm.
It gets cracked up by different things that go on. It gets cracked up.
Mm.
And sometimes you do have to build it back up again.
Yeah.
But if you would keep stacking on and stacking on and stacking on, even if you get the cracks, you'll be able to still stand solid. It's not a perfect ground. It's bumpy.
Yeah.
Like the sidewalk is bumpy.
It's bumpy. Yeah.
But it's still there. You can still walk on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still there. It's solid.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So me and Mike's relationship period is solid.
Yeah.
I believe if we even decided to separate, see, that's how solid it has to be. Even if we ever decided to separate, we would still be solid, just like that.
Just like
still.
that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's how it has to be. Because sometimes you can't always be together physically.
Right.
But you can be together mentally.
Mentally.
You can be together and raise your children, because sometimes that happens. Sometimes you get a divorce. Sometimes things like that happen. And not to feel ashamed about that.
That's right. Yeah.
But your commitment to that person, even if you do break up, if that person gets sick, what would you do? Probably help take care of them. If that person gets into a car accident, whatever. If that person has a tragedy, you're gonna be right there.
That's right.
You're gonna be right there.
That's right.
Miss Rhonda, you got an inspirational book out. If not, you need.
Yep, you're right, Soka.
You know what?
Right.
I'm working on my book. It's called Beautician Stories.
Ooh.
That's what it's called.
And I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
It's just taking so long, but that's the way it is. Writing about my life and some things I went through, and how I was able to come out and come out on the other side, and a lot of girls don't know that you can, I didn't know that I could, my road was curvy, always curvy, but I did have some straight parts
right.
that I got to kind of think, and I remember my mother always telling me to ride the curve different than you ride straight. You gotta ride the curve different.
Wow.
You gotta lean into the curve. That's what she told me.
Yeah.
you just like you riding a motorcycle. You gotta lean into that curve in order to get around it. Because if not, okay, baby, give me a kiss. Okay, bye.
My big Bryson. What's up, man?
Oh, he's got to know where he's my meat.
Okay.
Bye, honey. Bye.
Oh, you don't want to leave with Granny.
Okay, Bryson. Okay, honey. Okay. All right. Lord Jesus. But
Oh shoot.
But my
Yes,
mama
mama.
told me
Hmm.
it's just like you riding a bike. You have to
Yeah.
lean into
Hmm.
that curve in order to get around it. If
That's
not,
right.
you will crash.
Yep.
You will crash. And I tell people all the time, my side is probably bloodied up and you know, just scraped up and
Hmm.
just being on that curve, in the curve for so long.
Hmm.
But I just know for a fact that I'll come out on the other side if I ride the curve different.
Ride the curve different.
But I can't ride that curve like I'm you know, enjoying the flowers. Oh, I'm just looking from side to side
Right.
and oh, it's just so wonderful. No, in the curve, you laser focused. You
Laser.
laser focused on getting to the other side.
Right. Right.
You know, and I
Hmm.
just wanted to see what was on the other side.
That's right.
What if I did get married?
Hmm.
Okay, I
Hmm.
had my first kid when I was 17
Hmm.
and then had my next one when I was 19.
Hmm.
And then turned around and had another one. That's why she asked me.
Yeah.
Was
Yep.
married to nobody,
Hmm.
but I just decided to get married to that last one, that
Yeah.
last baby daddy.
Yeah.
And it was a right choice.
Yes.
You know, what would happen if I did do that?
Mm.
You know what
Hmm.
I mean?
Yeah.
And so it turned out, and
Yes.
I'm still on assignment, but my
Truly.
assignment changes, and God will do you like that. He
Hmm.
will change your assignments
Yes. He
as
will.
you get older and get more knowledge and stuff like that.
Hmm.
He will change your assignment, you know,
Yes.
when
Life
one is complete.
experiences. Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Because from when I was, graduated out of college to
Yeah,
now being a wife and mom is
exactly.
totally different,
Totally
totally
different.
different ball game,
Totally different.
different
Totally
assignment,
different.
different
Your
ways of,
assignment has changed.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Even, birth stories, sharing those stories and,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
miscarriages, like all those things, just
Oh
sharing
yeah. Definitely.
life's experiences,
Definitely.
because you go
Definitely.
through life, whew, it's rough
Definitely.
sometimes. Yeah.
Definitely. And
Yeah.
those and you have to make your time worthwhile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
I
Hmm.
mean, why keep all that inside? And it's just gonna
Hmm.
destroy you. It's
Exactly.
just gonna destroy you.
Exactly.
Because the shame of it, the
Hmm.
embarrassment,
Hmm.
even when it's not your fault.
Right.
Even when it's not your fault.
Right. Say that.
Even
Yes.
people that got raped,
Yep.
they carry the shame. They think they did something wrong.
Mm.
And that's a trick of the enemy. And we cannot carry that.
That's
It
right.
has to be handled in a way that's
Hmm.
good for you, of course,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
has to be handled.
Hmm.
You know, you can't just
Hmm.
sweep it under the rug,
That's right.
like I did for years and years and years. You sweep stuff
Mm.
under the rug, you sweep, you know. And I just remember one thing that happened to me in the salon. I
Mm.
was a grown adult. I was like 40 something. Somebody came in the salon with a yearbook. And
Mhm.
in that yearbook, we was laughing and everything, And
Mm.
when I got home, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I stayed in the bed for like 2 days. I was so depressed
Oh wow.
because of that yearbook. It
Mm.
wasn't it wasn't good years for me. It wasn't good. It
Mm.
wasn't fun, but I acted like it was fun. And
Yep.
that's how we cover. We cover, we
How
cover,
we
we
do.
cover. And
Hmm.
then when it hits,
Hmm.
it just hits like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, and it could just consumes you. It
It
can. You
does.
don't understand why.
It does.
or you
exactly.
did, you did in that moment, you
Yeah.
understood why,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then too, I feel like, you sitting in that, a lot of times we don't allow ourselves to do that. We don't allow ourselves to just lay in the bed for 2 days or do
That's right.
whatever
That's
we
right.
need to do. If I
That's
need to lay in the
right.
bed for 3 days,
That's so
I'm
true.
processing, I'm doing this,
That's true. That's
we
true.
need to get these things done. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Depression is real. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Depression is real. Anxiety
Yes,
is
it
real. Like
is.
all of it. And we have
Mm-hmm.
got to, and you talked about isolation. That
Yeah.
right there
Yep.
is definitely the trick of the enemy. Because
Oh yes.
I'm like the main one that will
Oh
do that
yes.
in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's like a middle child thing or what it is, but you
Yep.
just kind of
Could
go off
be.
on your own.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could
And
be.
just want to just be like isolated, but
Alone.
like you said, yeah, alone. Yeah.
Yes.
But it's not healthy. Other things start to happen. Your mind starts
Yes.
to wander,
Oh yes.
and into
Oh
other
yes.
things. And then that can put you into a deeper depression,
It can.
Mm-hmm.
And being alone is healthy, but
Mm-hmm.
being lonely is
Right.
not healthy.
That's
So
right.
loneliness is very
Mm,
different
mm,
than just wanting to be alone for a little bit.
yeah.
If you want to be alone for a little bit, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But it becomes something wrong when
Mm-hmm.
you start being lonely.
You start being lonely. That's right.
That's when you start making bad decisions and,
Mm,
you know, calling somebody over and all
mm-hmm.
that type of stuff. You
Mm-hmm.
start making bad
Yep.
decisions when you get in loneliness.
Right.
So
Right.
I learned about that. I learned a
Mm-hmm.
lot about that.
Mm,
And it's very dangerous
yeah.
to be in loneliness.
Loneliness. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay. It's okay that you want to be alone for a minute, especially when you have kids, when you
Yeah.
have a husband or a wife,
Mm-hmm.
if you have a household that's busy.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with
Mm,
wanting to have some alone time.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
It just gets a little dangerous
Right.
when you isolate, when you get in loneliness.
Loneliness.
That's a problem. I was in loneliness with all activity around me.
Mm.
It doesn't. Sometimes you don't even have to isolate to be in loneliness.
Yes.
It's a state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's a state of mind. It's a lot of things that could be happening around you,
Yeah.
but it's your state of mind.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty deep.
Whew.
Mm-hmm.
That is deep.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty deep. And I just have learned a lot about myself personally, and then sharing things to get you out of loneliness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so having a healthy life.
Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
you can even live alone. You all kinds of things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. It's a state of mind.
State of mind.
Loneliness.
Yeah.
All this stuff going around you, but you're still very, very lonely.
Yeah.
Very, very lonely. Yeah.
Be in a room full of people and
Oh
just
yes.
feel just
Oh
lonely.
yes. Oh
Yeah.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A lot of people do suffer from that.
Oh yes. Oh
For
yes.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you encourage single moms who are listening right now, and also those family members who might be in the trenches with them? Like, how would you just encourage them through, riding those curves? Because in church they always say what does it say? The road to destruction. I forgot the verse. But narrow is the way. That's right. Narrow is the way that leads to salvation, and broad is the way that leads to destruction. But when you touched on the fact that you have to ride the curves, that's when they kind of leave out. You have to really
They
love
leave a
the
lot
scripture.
out in church.
Yeah. Because they don't teach you, like, what does that mean? You know, what does
Yeah,
that even
and
mean
they
to
might
go
not
straight
know.
narrow?
They might not know. You
Mm-mm.
know, and
No.
we give them grace for that. We give everybody grace, but they don't know. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and that's okay. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Exactly.
But in order to fulfill your life, to
Mm-hmm.
make your life fulfilling,
Mm.
you have to go find out on your own.
On your own.
Just like when you ride the curve, it has to be alone.
Hmm.
Nobody is riding it with you.
That's right.
Nobody.
Yeah.
And even if you have babies and stuff, they're not riding that with you.
Mm-mm. Gotta
You're riding
navigate
it
it.
alone. And
Yep.
that's where the strength, it has to come from somewhere other than a person.
Mm-hmm.
It has to come from God. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isolation and guilt, uh, even
Oh
men
yeah.
is the number one. Yes, I know. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
it can get you in a bad place.
It really can.
But you have to pull on, and this is why I always talk about, I cannot put that on anybody.
Yeah.
What I need.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot put that on nobody.
Hmm.
That has to pull from God.
That's right.
It has to. I
Yeah.
can't, I need so much.
Mm-hmm.
I can't put that on anybody.
That's
No,
right.
nobody can handle what I need.
Mm-mm. Not your
So I have
job,
to
not
pull from the
anything.
source.
That's right.
And he
That's
is my
right.
source.
Mm-hmm.
No one else.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody, I remember
Ooh.
somebody would say, "You don't trust so and so. You don't trust." I trust God.
Now I know that's right.
That's who I trust. I
Yes.
don't trust. No, I can't. I can't say that I trust a person. It's
Right.
a person.
Yeah.
I have to learn. I mean, half the time I can't even trust myself.
I understand.
You know, I have to have a guide.
Mm-hmm.
I have to
Mm-hmm.
have a guide.
That's
I
right.
mean, I think all of us do, because it's like,
Yep.
if somebody goes out here and hurt your child, you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna really truly say, "Oh, I would never hurt nobody." Oh, you wouldn't.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's why you have to have a guide, because
Exactly.
you are a human being,
Yep.
and you get hurt. You hurt people, and
Mm-hmm.
people hurt you.
People hurt you. That's
So
right.
you have to kind of keep that in control and pull from the source.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can barely trust your daggone self.
Right.
You don't know what you would do. You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's
We
why
don't
you
know
got
what
to
we're
stay in
capable
the
of.
word. You
Yeah.
got to stay in the word, and you got to
Mm-hmm.
stay on point for
Mm-hmm.
yourself.
Yeah. That's
You
right.
know. So we got a lot of work to do.
We
It's
do.
not it. We got a lot of work to do. You a lot of people, they'll go around
Yep.
talking about other people. What about you?
What about you?
What
Right.
about you? You got a lot of work to do.
Uh-huh.
You
A lot
got
of work.
so much work to do
Mm-hmm.
that you shouldn't even be thinking about another person.
Anybody else?
You
That's
shouldn't
right.
even be thinking about it. You
Yep.
should be thinking about what you got to do.
What you gotta do. That's right. The man
Yes,
in the mirror. That's what
that's
Michael Jackson
exactly right.
said. The man
That's
in the mirror.
exactly right.
Yeah, look at that person. Figure
All the
that
time.
thing out.
The man in
Mm-hmm.
the mirror all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Brooke
Always.
said in AA, they do inventory. You go to the
Mm.
mirror.
Hmm.
You go to the mirror. It ain't about nobody
Hmm.
else but you. Get
Mm.
yourself right.
Wow.
You got a lot of work to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whew. I think I'm gonna be going to the mirror after we get out of this conversation.
Hey, look,
That
go as
inspires me
many
for real.
times as you like. As many times as you like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I know that's right.
Oh yeah.
Man, this was so good.
So I would tell young girls though
Mm-hmm.
that it is possible to come out on the other side.
Yeah.
Whether you come from a terrible background of drugs,
Mm-hmm.
alcohol, beat, molested,
Mm-hmm.
whatever,
Yeah.
it's possible. to
Yep.
come out on the other side. But
Mm-hmm.
you got to have tools. You got to have resources. You got to know who can help you,
Yes.
and you got to have tools. You might be able to go to get a book or things. You got to have tools.
The tools.
You know, and it's not a pie in the sky.
Mm-mm.
And I don't like when people make you think it's pie in the sky.
Right.
You really have to have tools and resources to help. And that's what happens to younger girls.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have tools and resources. That's what happened to me too. As a young person.
Yeah.
I didn't have tools and resources.
Right.
I didn't have anybody saying, okay, go here to get that.
Yes.
Do this. And maybe you can come out over there. I didn't have that. So I am that.
Yeah.
For young girls right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
You are. You are the resource. So like Soka said, when your book comes out, we are running to the bookstores.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously. Thank you. Thank you so much,
so
Rhonda, for
you
joining
so
me
welcome.
tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. I
You're welcome.
enjoyed
Thank
it.
you. Yes. It's always great to talk to you. I know we don't get to talk a lot.
I
Both of us
know.
are full, got these babies.
Yeah, true. You know what? It's in here.
Absolutely.
When we see each other, we catch up.
Oh yeah.
It's not that some of your most amazing relationships are not there every day.
Yeah.
They're not there every day.
That's
They're
right.
there when you need them. They're not there every day. Some of your most amazing relationships.
I agree.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. Oh, so good. Thank you.
Yes,
Looking forward to having you on too, Miss Lisa Simpson.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you.
And it's just, this was so good. I'm definitely going to save it. So if anybody else wants to come back and listen to it again, be encouraged. You need to look in the mirror tonight, do some inventory, encourage yourself. Or call somebody if you're feeling a little lonely, Make sure you reach out to somebody tonight. Call somebody, Yeah, do that. So, yes. Yeah, you're welcome, Angela. Yay, yes. All right, well, I guess we're going to wrap up now.
Thank you,
yes,
thank you.
Thank you, Rhonda. All right, well, we'll talk to everybody later.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay,
See you.
bye.
Bye.